Would you like that? Yeah. Is this okay to be talking about while the video is on or not? Because
it's okay.
Okay, because we can stop this if not. So anyway,
Step up.
it's okay.
Yeah, it's reality.
Okay, it's reality. Okay. So, how many of you would like to have your own home like that? Wow. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is it not accepted for boys?
No.
For boys either?
Yeah.
It's hard.
Nearly for them.
Their mothers.
Yeah.
Because their mothers, okay. And as the mother of 4 sons. So yeah, in America though, we think it's good if they get a job and they go out on their own. That's a good thing because they're not dependent upon mom and dad. So that's so different. That's so different in one sense. So could be, like we talked about stereotyping yesterday, but yeah, for us it is so the best to go and get a job and be on your own. Okay, very good. All right, who's got another one? Who's got another one?
Love and high voice.
Which one?
Love and high voice.
Love and
High sound. Loudly.
high voice. Yes, okay, explain that. High voice. Tell me, explain that.
If someone special girl speak in loudly and treat on a general place, it's big problem.
Okay, I didn't know that. Is that true? If you speak too loudly. Okay, I did not know that. I'll write this right here. High voice. Okay. And only for a girl?
Yeah.
Okay.
And speak quietly.
Because that makes
You're not girl.
I don't care about this.
so she, in other words, has a bad reputation.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. You guys are teaching me a lot. I did not know that. So I did not know that.
And it's the same problem with too much makeup.
Same problem with too much makeup. If you have too much makeup, that it sends a message.
Yeah.
Okay. And it sends the wrong message.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I did not know that either. Okay. It's not to have lots.
Yeah, so people talk when some girls, like any woman, has lots of makeup because it's not healthy in our relationship.
Okay.
So that's why we talk.
Okay. All right. So if it's not appropriate, but it's okay to do a little bit?
Yes.
Okay. Because many of you in here have makeup. So not everybody, but many of you. Except the guys. So okay, interesting. All right.
In your opinion, which one is good to have, like, all of us to work in our own work and have our own house like that, or to like depend on our father and mother and just stay with them?
Okay, did you hear his question? He said, I was going to write it down, but I won't write it down. He said, hello, come here. He said, which is the best? To be independent and make your own money and live separate from mom and dad, or to live with mom and dad and depend on them? Okay, raise your hand. What do you think? What do you think?
First choice.
You tell me, whichever one you want to.
Like to have a job and being independent.
Okay.
And not living with your parents.
You think that's the best?
Yeah.
Okay, based on what?
Like for his future, it was better.
Okay.
Yeah.
To be more independent,
Yeah.
to go out to get a job, not to be reliant on mom and dad to take care of you. Okay. Any other, Susan?
The mom and dad, they will never stay with you forever. Someday they will die. Then you will be alone. There's no one can help you, no one can wash your clothes, make your food. You cannot depend on them in the whole of your life.
Okay.
You depend on yourself.
Okay, so what she's saying is mom and dad will not live forever.
Yeah.
They will die eventually, and then you won't know how to take care of yourself if you haven't separated
So you have
yourself.
to learn yourself.
So, they will send you to your relative's house. So you're saying you think it's better to live separately? Okay.
Also, when a boy gets married, and when his wife like sit with his mother. They just keep fighting. The mother
and the son? Oh, the mother, it's like the mother-in-law and the daughter. Okay, yes. Okay. I don't know if you know, but I have 4 sons.
Yeah.
4 sons, so I have 4 daughters-in-law.
Yeah.
And I have a very good relationship with them all. I really do.
That's nice.
But yeah, I know what you're saying too. That can happen.
But
with them.
here, no.
You don't.
Little families don't have issues between wife and mother.
Okay. All right. Interesting points. Who else wanted to say something? From a gentleman, yes.
They answer all that. But what about why we are living with our family? Why we don't have our own house?
Okay.
If all of us wanted this, why we don't do it?
Because of our system.
It's because of your system and the way things have always been done.
But we can't change our system if you don't like it.
So, can you change it or not?
If all of us want that, it will change.
So if all of you want it, you can change it. I'm an outsider, so I'm not going to speak on what's right and wrong because this is not my culture. But if it's something that you all want, can you work towards that or not?
Yeah, we want to work, but
It's hard. Okay, it's hard. Okay. All right. Well, then how would you say? If you say it's not hard, how would you change it?
I talk about if all of us, all boys, girls, all of them, we want to change something. Perhaps it will be like so many. It will be easy. It's not that hard.
Okay. He says it's not hard. So okay. Okay, go ahead, finish.
We have to be just like one person, not everyone. Oh, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. It will be a mess. We have to be like hand in hand, but like one person. This will be easy. Come on.
All right.
Many families are fuddy-duddy.
Your family is what?
Fuddy-duddy.
Fuddy-duddy. Oh, where did you learn that word? Fuddy-duddy.
From YouTube.
Go ahead.
Yeah, but if he is a boy, he can talk with his father and his mother. They could accept 80%. They will
80%, yeah.
They will agree about that.
Yeah.
But for the girls, their reputation, their society, their family, their sister and brothers, there's a lot of stress on us as a girls. But as the boys, they can do anything.
Yeah. And you know what? It is hard to change a system
Most of this.
that has been like this for years and years and years. It is hard. It is hard. It's part of your life and what you've always done. It is very hard. And like I said, as an outsider, I'm not going to... No, you can't change it in one day or one night. So, and as an outsider, I would never try to change that. But what is some things that you could do because you want to change that? What are some things you could do?
For guys, I wish that they before they think to get married, I think they should first have their own house and their own work. For guys, because
Okay.
lots and lots of problems or divorce problems and stuff like that are just because that the guy lives with his family, and the family always consider something stuff they don't.
Okay. All right. So that's an interesting. That's an interesting. Good point. Very good point too. So basically, if the man gets a job before he marries and takes a wife, then it's not a problem, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So is that a possibility that can happen? Go ahead.
Yeah, it could happen, and that makes them have a chance for being responsible about themselves.
Just
Yeah,
see if they can
and
do
not
it.
being reliant on their parents.
Okay. All right. Good conversation. All right, Miriam.
Also, a girl cannot work, even if she has to have she has to have an official job. She cannot work in a restaurant, or she cannot work in a store, in a hotel store like that. But she has to work as a teacher or something like that.
Okay. Because that's because why the. Because it's safer?
Yes.
Okay, and that makes sense too, so that, yeah, I can see that too. So okay, let me ask a question here. Let's flip it. Anybody disagree with what is being said? Is there anybody that would prefer, that's the answer. Is there anybody that would prefer to not be on their own and to live with your husband's family or your family?
No.
Okay, we've got one speaker. Go ahead.
I don't prefer to separate myself from the other because we are human. We need others. We need to talk to others and complain to others. When we separate ourselves from like my mom and my dad, it is a problem. It will be harder. It's not a solution.
Who wants to live alone in the air?
Yeah.
Okay, you want to say
From the rest of the world.
yeah, well, and I don't think they're thinking about excluding because they're talking about having their own children, raising their own children. So I think it's not.
Your husband can talk to him. So if you separate from our family, this must be you are separated from or cut off the rest of the world. Right?
Yes. Because my children don't live with me, but we see each other and we visit.
They will not be independent, so they will be a slave for the other family. So they have to cook for them, they have to clean the house for them. They can't do anything for themselves.
Okay. So is it ever possible? You want to be okay? It shows responsibility. So, and I agree with you, but like I say, this is your culture, and it's going to be a hard thing to change. Do all daughters-in-law not get along with their mother-in-law? Is most don't? 90%. Okay, that's a high number.
If they live together.
If they live together. Okay. Okay, a very good point. If they live together, but if they don't, okay, that's interesting. Why? Why do they not get along?
First, mother-in-law thinks that she got a new income. Someone will help her to take the responsibility of cleaning the house, cooking for them, and even washing their clothes.
Agree?
Okay. All right.
Explain the main issue of your
Okay.
to get married with a baby. Because for me, a man who lives with his family and doesn't have his own house, he's a baby.
Me? Okay. Interesting. All right, what were you going to say? I am learning a lot. Go ahead.
I think this is using, like the mother-in-law used the wife-in-law,
Okay.
the daughter-in-law.
Okay. Raise your hand in here. How many are married? How many are married? Just one so far? I know there's others, but they're not here today. Yeah.
Also,
Okay.
also, if the mother has like more like 2 brothers or 3, when the wife lives in the same house, they like a lot of problems about the children, like the children fights and they fight for them.
Okay.
About the washing and stuff,
Okay.
work at home,
Okay.
all sorts of issues.
Okay. And probably they tell you how to raise your children, maybe?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. You know, in America they do that too. They tell us, but they don't expect us to always listen. I mean, they'll tell us, they'll give advice, but they know it's not where you have to listen to me or
But if she's your wife, she might get
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. Interesting. Who else had their hand up? Rosa.
Yeah, actually, the reason that they are fighting because she thinks that she took her son, this first, okay? And second is that she thinks, yeah, actually, daughter-in-law, okay, and mother-in-law, every person has raised in another way, okay? Even her husband, so maybe even she will fight with her husband because he wants something and she raised another, so that's the problem.
Okay. All right. All right. Very good.
They're living with us, that means that they're responsible. Like, we can't go out until we tell them. We can't buy something until we
So you're not grown up because you still have to answer to somebody. Yes. Okay.
You don't join that without then they're
Okay.
for 1 hour for all the day, and I only clean the house for 1 day in a week.
Okay.
And I will read so much, and I do something I like it, but at the same time I can't do it because I didn't live alone without my father, without my mother, my sisters. I didn't do it that because I feel isolation.
Okay. Okay. So you've got a few in here that can't do it.
Yeah.
They want to do that. And you know what?
I can't do it. I can't.
And you know what? It's something that it's what you've always done. It's hard to change from that. It's the way some of you feel. And it is hard to change from that. I can understand that. So it's everybody has to.
Everyone will agree with me because there cannot live alone without a father or mother.
I have some single friends. They don't live with their mother and father, but they do get lonely living by themselves. They do get lonely. They do get lonely, but they have to surround themselves with other people and friends and things like that because it can be lonely. But they still don't live. In America, I think sometimes we're more, what's the word I want to say, independent, and so it's hard to stay with your parents and have them tell you, and that's just not what we do. It makes, you're more grown up if you move out of the house. That's just the way it is in America. You're more grown up if you move out of the house. So, but that's not your culture, so.
I think the reason is why don't we have our own concept? It's the country is not safe. We don't have a safe country.
Okay, the country's not safe. So, and I said, and your dad knows that.
Yeah.
And he's trying to protect you, and he loves you, and everything else. So I totally get that too. I agree with that. I agree with that. Unless they get a child. Okay. Okay, and then start your own family. So, okay, all right, everybody agree with that? You have to start having children. It's easier to move out and be your own family. Well, no, she's not saying that you would get it just for that reason, but that's what can happen if you do. So. Yeah, and who said that? Did you say, was that your comment?
No.
Was that you said that? Somebody said that to get the husband get the job first. And, okay, yeah, before you. Okay, Rosa?
Yes, I would say something that there are some people who want to get a house, okay, and move away from their parents because their parents is overreacting, okay. For example, if somebody gets sick, just tells you should wear this, okay, but you're overreacting. For example, will he be okay? He said, I told you that.
Okay. Okay, so let's change this just a little bit right now. Okay, so I met your mother yesterday.
Yeah.
She's a delightful woman. She was a very delightful woman.
Like yours.
Seems like she's very easy to live with.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's your mother. She's your mother. So, okay, so how do you feel about that? Do you feel the same way because?
Not because she's my mother, actually, because I am a person with facts, okay, not very emotional.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So actually, she taught me how to be an independent person.
Okay.
Yeah. And even how to say it, she taught me how to do this. Actually, I told her that she always taught to me be strong. Actually, even I am Chinese person. Sorry, shy person. So she always talked to me, please get rid from this shyness, please. Yeah, you should be encouraged. Even if we're people from adventures, but actually inside we have not.
Okay, so she's trying to. She's encouraging you to do. You don't always feel inside.
Yeah.
Okay, so now my question is, if your parents were listening to this conversation, how would they feel?
Actually,
For you, it's okay.
Yeah.
And they would be okay with it. Okay.
Me too.
All right. How about guys? How would your parents feel? Okay, too. Okay. All right. That's good.
For me, it's fine because I'm not.
Yours okay too?
Okay, yeah.
anybody would be disappointed. What were you going to say, Mary? They would get mad.
Yeah.
Because you're going against what they say?
Yeah.
Okay.
My mom will feel bad, but my dad will be mad over it.
Because he's your father and you're his little girl. I get that. I am my father's little girl no matter how old I get. So.
They would feel disappointed because they would say, we're fighting for that.
Yes, and I agree with that too. Every father wants to protect his daughter, his sons too, for sure. But what was the example he gave yesterday? My father will sometimes bring home cookies and things like that, but I don't get them. So yeah, and it doesn't mean that they love the girls more than the boys. It just sometimes, yeah. So they may be a little disappointed. I can understand that. What are we going to say, Sarah?
My mom and my dad really.
They agree with you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there you go. You got.
Yeah,
Okay.
Between it first, then she can.
Okay. And you want to be in love first before you get married, right? Oh, we talked about this yesterday too.
Actually, I would agree with any person that my mom and dad choose.
You trust them that much?
Yes.
That says a lot about your mom
Yeah,
and
because they
dad.
are bigger than me and have experience in life more than me. So
That's a lot of trust in your mom and dad. That's pretty special. So who else over here had their hand up? So anybody else? I thought somebody did. Rosa?
Actually, she always support me. Even I told her that I want to get a job in this summer holiday. So she said, that's okay. I told her, what's if my brother did say yes? Because he's jealous. Not jealous because I already get them. No, but he said, always tell me that I know you, okay? I know you are right. You don't do something wrong, but I don't know the people outside.
Okay.
Yeah, you know your people in college. Yeah, you are how to say it, or connect with one, but outside I don't know actually.
Okay.
So she told me that I should be a correct person, okay, and talk to him that as long as I'm a mature person, so I should get a job.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So she's saying be a courageous person.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
As long as I'm not doing something wrong.
Okay. All right. As long as you're not doing something wrong. Okay. And like I said, as an outsider, I would never come in and say this is what you should do and this is what you should do because I don't live here and I'm not. So anyway. Okay.
Many parents in your life, they just want for their daughter and this, son to be just like them. They don't want they choose their way to be different from parents.
Okay, they don't want to let them advance. They just want to be.
Yeah, they just like you. Just,
Okay.
He told them just be like you, like me, like you.
Okay.
You don't want him to choose his own way, his own life.
Actually, because they always, even how much we grow old, they see us as a baby.
Yes.
That's the reason.
I mean, that's true. My daddy's 82, and I'm still his little girl. So yeah, still his little girl. So that's true. Anything else before? Boy, what a question they got us on this. So anything else anybody wants to say? That's enough. Okay.
What we've seen before, what do you think? But when you notice?
Okay, what I noticed?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Let's do this. Okay, hijab.
Yeah.
I can't really speak into that because this is not something I have to do. I've never worn one except here, other than one other country, and that was for one time. So that's hard for me to respond to that. And whether I say you should or you should not, because that's your culture, yeah. So I can't. As far as too much makeup, same thing. If it's too much makeup, you're looked at as a loose woman. Understand that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Same as what you said, as a loose woman. As far as praying in America, we do have freedom, but it is the same. If you see people praying, sometimes it's because you want everybody to see you and think you're a better person.
This one,
But it's not in the heart. It's not in the heart. Right.
a true relationship with the gods.
Right, a true relationship, yes. And then there are some people that pray in private, in secret, and their heart is like it should. So same thing there. Rosa, what were you saying?
He's a hypocritical person, actually.
They have portraits.
Yeah, when
Yes.
they show something and their inside is another.
Yes, exactly. Okay, and relationships. Yes, I think I said this then. Relationships.
Boys and girls.
Oh yeah, that same anything. Mother-in-law, love, father-in-law, yeah. Relationships, same thing. So many. Am I answering your question on that one?
Yeah.
Because that's a multitude of things that can cause issues. Yeah, relationships. Alcohol. Alcohol is more accepted in America, for sure. It is more accepted in America.
It's a matter of a culture, actually.
What?
A matter of a culture.
It's culture. Yeah. But I don't drink, and if I'm around people that drink, it's okay that they don't care. It's okay. They don't make me try to drink, so they don't force it. Sometimes in high school that can happen, but college, not too much. Girls going places alone, we are told all the time. College campuses, university, don't do that. Same as here, anywhere else. You should not be by yourself alone. You should be with somebody else. Crazy haircuts. We have that too. And we also have pink and blue and all sorts of different colors. Yeah. So we have that too, and people may look at you like, really? But you know, it's there. It's there. Short skirts, immodest. We have a lot of that. We have a lot. Yeah, a lot. Yeah. And it's always not the best either. It's not the best. You know, to have a skirt right here, that's fine. That's fine. To have one up here, you're right, but it's really not. It is accepted, but it's not really. Yeah. When you're walking like this because that's not good. That's not good. So anyway, what did you say?
Look like a Robocop.
Yes, like a robot, exactly, because you don't want to move anything. So tattoos, they're everywhere. Like I said, I don't like tattoos. I don't, but that's my personal opinion. I am the minority. It is acceptable. Yeah, but it is, if you have them on your arms, a lot of times you have to wear short sleeves, a long sleeve. Yes, you have to do that. So, different places, different jobs require you to be covered. Do what? It's not allowed here? Yeah. I think that's a good thing. I'm all for that. Anyway. And then the young generation to have their own houses, yes. They're small ones? Okay.
This was size of their body.
Okay.
So big one, the whole body to follow with the eyes.
Yes.
Yeah, and so some American people call their pieces and their all
Like a prison break.
not covering.
Yes. Just big. Exactly. Okay. So I don't have one, but I have a lot of girls that I'm with sometimes, young girls like you, and they'll say, let's go get a tattoo. And I always say, no, it's not my thing. So one time, somebody asked me and I said, I don't want one, but I'm going to go with you and watch. I did. It hurt. I mean, they were crying.
Screaming and for what?
They were crying. It hurts. It hurts.
The reason to make myself hurtful because I want to tattoo.
That's what I said. Why would I want to do that? So anyway, and then the young generation to have their own houses.
Surprise, so I say, why am I being hurtful?
But for the young generation to have their own house, that's if we were still living with our moms and dads at 25, 30, that would not be a good thing. So, 25 is kind of okay because you just graduated, you're waiting to get a job or something like that. But yeah, it shows that you're more independent. If you're out of the house, you've got a job, and you can support yourself. You understand that? You can support yourself, you have enough money.
In this way, you will be independent, but on his family, not on himself.
I'm sorry, say that again?
In this case, he will be independent, but in the wrong way, okay? On his family, not on himself.
Here, you mean here?
Not here, actually. When he's 30, actually, and he's with his family.
Okay, yes.
He will be independent in the wrong way.
Yes. Well, he'll be dependent on his mom and dad. Yeah, and not learning to take care of his own needs and stuff like that. Yes. Okay, anything else?
Particularly, I noticed that girls have more limitations than what you guys do.
More limitations. I don't think anybody would disagree with that, would you?
No.
Okay, do you want to expound on that? Okay, I think you're right. More limitations, yes.
Here it's okay for boys to have boyfriends, girlfriends.
Yeah.
But it's okay for the girls to have boyfriends.
Your reputation. Yes. You know what, let me just say, the whole world is alike. Even though your culture is different than mine, even though it's different in China, it's different in Asia, it's different in Europe, it's different in Australia, wherever you are, what's inside is the same thing. We all want to be loved. We all want to be cared for. We all want to know that we're special to somebody. We want to be affirmed. You know what affirmed is? Affirmed? Affirmation? Affirmation. You are a great student. You are a great cook. You are a great poet, a teacher, okay? You are so good at poetry. It's wonderful what you do. You understand affirmation? Affirmation. You did a good job at what you do. You do a good job at what you do. What? I could keep going around the room, so anyway. I don't even know if they do. I don't know if she cooks good. I don't know that. But I'm just using examples. So. Anyway, or you're so friendly, or you're kind. To me, I could say to this whole class, you have been some of the most wonderful students I have ever had. I have taught in Erbil, Iraq. I have taught in Lebanon 3 times. I've taught in Mongolia 6 times. I've taught in Morocco 2 or 3 times. I've taught in Egypt, maybe last summer. Yes, yes. You guys would never understand that. Yes, yes. And I have loved all of my students. I have loved every single one of them. But there's something special about hearing your heart, communicating with you, and I've taught children too, and it's really nice to teach young ladies and young men where you can communicate on the same level. And it has been one of the best experiences of my life. So I say that in affirmation. I affirm every one of you. It has been an amazing opportunity. So that is for the entire class right there. So anyway, yeah. So anyway.
So can you summarize your culture in 3 words?
Can I summarize your culture in 3 words?